Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Top Steps Power Up series. I'm Ron Bros, CEO. Thank you for joining. Our topic for this Power Up is effective capacity planning reporting. Capacity planning is a key resource report for making important decisions about staffing models. SuiteProjects Pro provides all the elements needed to generate capacity planning with the flexibility to align with your processes. The key element in generating effective demand capacity planning is the use of job codes. So let's take a look. So the first element in being able to do capacity planning reporting is to make sure that your job codes are set up and aligned. And so what does that mean? So if we go take a look under job codes, under the jobs and rates section within global settings, we will be able to see a list of our job codes. The key element here is that the job codes align with your generic resources, and all your users are assigned to a specific job code. So by drilling down into this particular job code, I can see that my analyst job code aligns with my generic. And what does that mean? If you look at the analyst generic, you can see that that analyst generic is assigned a job code here as well. So there is a relationship between the job code and the generic, and then the generic with the job code in order for this reporting capabilities to be available. Once your generics are aligned with your job codes and your users and employees are aligned with job codes, the next element is the scheduling of the future resourcing. So being able to schedule your resources around per project, both your named resources as well as your generic resources, which allow you to put in your early stage projects where you have resource requirements but not ready to named resources. So commingling generics and named across different projects and different stages now starts to give you a picture of what the future looks like. Now, to report on this data in an effective way, it's a special type of report. There's only one type of report that gives you the capabilities to do so, and it is an account-wide job code report, okay? And the reason that this is a special report for this capacity planning is once you select this template, it gives you some values you do not have in other report templates. And those values are booked FTE, quantity on staff, and available FTE. So what do these values mean? So booked FTE is going to take the number of different resources by job code. It's always going to be starting at the job code level. And it's going to take 8 hours a day, and it's going to look to how many days you have scheduled in future periods or past periods. Typically, this is a future-looking capacity planning report. So it's going to look at the number of job codes. It's going to tell you how many job codes you have. Now, job codes could be based on generics or based on named users. So you can add additional detail like the user and even down to the project to give you more detail if you want to do drill down. So that tells you your future planning, but what about your capacity? So the capacity allows you this quantity on staff. So what is this doing? So this is looking at the number of users that are active underneath that have signed the job codes, and it's calculating how many users were active in that period for that are assigned a specific job code. It's really critical because it's going to be able to tell you how many analysts do I have available this month, next month, and guess what? Booked FTE is going to tell you how many analysts do I need. And you don't have to do anything special to get the delta. This available FTE forecast report value will give you the difference between the booked and the quantity. So here I've got a report. I'm looking at 3 months. Let's go ahead and just run this report. This is a great dashboard report as well. Throwing it on a dashboard. So what is this telling me? It's telling me in the month of May that I've got 4.9 resources booked on staff. I've got the capacity for 5.8, which means I've got about a extra head of analysts for this period. You'll notice in the next month, I've got 7.59. I've got the same amount on staff, but I'm overscheduled by almost 1 3/4 resources. So my demand is too high, my capacity is not high enough, versus my demand is too low and my capacity is too high. So what is this going to tell me? It's going to tell me when do I need to maybe shift work, or when do I need to potentially make a hiring decision, or retool my resources. And then if I wanted to, I can drill down into this report to be able to see down to the person level, who I have available, as well as down to the project level if I go another level. So again, really powerful metrics and KPIs to be able to predict and look at the future, see the data in the system, and have it tell a story that you can take action on, be proactive with your staffing and your capacity and planning. Thanks again for joining this Power Up series. If you want to know more, please reach out to our website or through LinkedIn. We'd be happy to help. Thank you.